It's Monday, it's morning.
And it's macabre.
Oh man.
Welcome, gang.
The turkey coma episode.
Turkey coma episode, so don't expect any kind of high energy antics and shenanigans.
The Cyber Monday episode. We're bringing you this episode free.
Guys, we're bringing you some great deals this Cyber Monday. Scones, tell them about the deals.
You get this episode and all future regular Monday episodes free.
Whoa. If
you like and subscribe.
If you like and subscribe, it's free. If you don't,
leave a review.
You're going to be found in a ditch in West Virginia. The Mothman's coming.
That's Cyber Monday. Either get a deal or get a threat.
Deals or threats, tricks or treats. Welcome to Monday Morning Macabre. Also, shout out to Patreon members. Thanks everyone on the Patreon. Speaking of free stuff and not free stuff.
Yeah, you guys are certified baddies.
Certified baddies, and you get like a bunch of free episodes. Or not free episodes, a bunch of episodes. Scones, I know you're too shy to tell everyone about your new YouTube channel.
Oh, stop.
So I'm going to do it for you. Scones has started a channel called Hot Dogs for Heroes, where he tries to beat the remaining World War II veterans in a hot dog eating contest. Scones, why don't you tell us about it?
It's getting very difficult, as you might imagine. Time is marching on.
Yes.
So I've when you can't find heroes, you start to just assume people are heroes. So anyone with like a nice high and tight cut, I assume you're a veteran, and I give you a hot dog, and we race.
And you race, baby. You should see this kid racing every day.
Oh, glizzies.
Phil was there the other day refereeing the whole event, and I didn't even know there like referees were involved, but apparently it's a whole.
Phil's tough, dude. He disqualified a guy the other day.
Yeah, well, he was trying to reach into the water with his two hands. It's a one-hand water cup.
It is. It's a one-hand. It's a one-hand water cup.
One-hand water cup, baby.
And
you gotta follow
if I
the
said
rules
that
on my YouTube channel,
I have a whole book of rules, rule book down here.
Yeah, Phil declared that guy officially not a hero anymore.
Yeah, he actually stripped him of his Medal of Honor.
It was wild. I did not agree with it, but.
Yeah, I know. I think a lot of people didn't, actually. There's a lot of booing, but Phil is a man of his word, and he follows the rules.
In November, too, Phil. That's pretty tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, it's Thanksgiving, it was his birthday, and it was his son's graduation. But, baby, the rules are the rules.
Oh, there you go.
Rules are the rules.
Rules are the rules. Phil said it best, brother. A certain individual in my life who will remain nameless, but has brought my child into the world, said that Phil should be kicked off the show.
Ooh. So, good thing you remained them nameless, so people might get mad. Fans of...
Oh, Phil, calm down.
Phil, don't worry. But people...
Philip, it's in the rules.
Phil,
you're allowed to have an opinion.
Phil, I think you already have too many fans. We might...
I'm fuming.
There might be too...
Phil is very angry.
We're too far.
He's got steam coming out of his ears and his face is turned completely red.
Oh my gosh, it's cartoonish to look at.
It is cartoonish. Phil, are you seeing a doctor?
I still drive a hot car.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh my god, look at that. Do you see that cloud? That's a scent from a pie on a windowsill somewhere.
Oh my god, wait, Phil, you are floating towards our windowsill where a pie was just
right
left,
off the
a
ground.
pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving. Wow. Oh my god, his jaw has just reached the floor and his tongue is falling out like a staircase.
Oh, what does that sound? Awooga! Wow, Phil.
Very cool. Welcome to Monday Morning Macabre. If you've never listened to the show before, Scones and I talk about dark stuff, and you sit there and listen.
Yeah, that's about we're on par actually for a normal episode, believe it or not.
Yeah, we are on rails right now. The rails have not gotten off yet.
And the train is moving forward, baby.
Awooga indeed. And Scones.
Yes.
I'm going to be bringing you.
Oh, thank God, because I didn't have anything prepared.
Hatchy chatchy spooky wookie today.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know. Sounds like I'm not allowed to say that on the air, but I think we are.
But hey. FCC hasn't got us yet.
Hey. Whoa, hey.
Ooh, another old reference.
Another very outdated reference. Hey, you guys like Rodney Dangerfield?
The kids today love Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah. He made Reagan laugh out loud one time. Okay.
He did
what,
one.
You guys?
One of his bits was sampled by Anderson .Paak.
Oh, interesting. On Buzzy the Bad Bubbling. That's my Anderson .Paak.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Most of the songs sound like that.
I've never tried before, but I actually was like, as it came out, I was like, "Oh, this is not bad."
A lot of his songs sound like that.
Yeah. So today, Scones, I'm going to be bringing you also how many. I don't know if there's anyone else in our age range with the reference that go back as many decades. I feel like we have a lot of deep cuts.
We've covered a lot. We were raised by television.
Small pat on the
Clearly.
back and big back on my pat.
We were raised by television and shows that had references that we had to eventually figure out.
Hey.
Like, if you've ever seen Aladdin, there's several Rodney Dangerfield jokes that you would not get.
Right.
I'm losing to a rug.
Dude, Rodney Dangerfield has some crazy jokes that would not fly today.
No.
I was listening to him, and you're just like...
You got to think about it, like, even, like, in his day, he was an old man. Like, when he was
That's true,
hot.
yeah.
So, like,
It was really...
His frame of reference for what's okay was a long-ass time ago.
Yeah, it was. Now, if you guys came to the show list waiting for Rodney Dangerfield reference, if you don't know who Rodney Dangerfield is, just imagine like an
uncle that makes
melting human being.
Yeah.
He's like a human who's just melting. It's like one of those SpongeBob popsicles with the big eyes that look like SpongeBob, but like with human flesh.
But just melting.
And it's a hot summer day.
Yeah, just melting on the couch at the Tonight Show.
Exactly. Always pulling out his collar. Anyway, Scones, today we're going to be talking about Pedro Rodrigues Filho.
Whoa.
AKA the real-life Dexter. And this is a submission from
my gosh.
certain listener who
did it? I see you out there in the crowd. Who did it? Put your hand up.
Might be the most suggestions we've done on the show, TBH. And that would be a certain Ryan Benson.
Ew.
And then parenthetically author, because I have to say it.
I think that is
Ryan
his
Benson.
Instagram.
Shout out to you for another suggestion that we are using on the show.
And Patreon
You're in the Hall of
listener
Fame.
as well.
And a Patreon listener.
Julie Patreoni. Dude, we got a good Hall of Fame going. It's like Ryan Benson. We
Ryan
got
Reynolds,
Dakota, Lucas Riggs.
Yep. What a Hall of Fame we got going.
Not in the Glizzy Hall of Fame where I belong.
Hey, you said it.
You said it,
Rules
buddy.
are rules, baby.
Rules are rules. That's going to be the epitaph of Phil. 2019 to 2022. So we're talking about Pedro Rodrigues Filho, the real-life Dexter, a serial killer who killed other criminals.
Ew. I've actually,
Interesting.
hand up, I've never seen an episode of Dexter.
All right, so Michael C. Hall, right? He's like, oh man, I'm a guy and I work with blood, and my sister is Jennifer Carpenter, and we're going down the street, and I'm killing some baddies, but the goodies are coming after me.
Now they're remaking it, correct? Or creating a sequel series?
I think they finished filming a season by my house, as we've talked about before.
Oh,
on the show.
yes, of course.
And I wasn't invited to the giant tent party. We have not started.
No. We're getting there.
And I don't know. There's like season 5 where like there was a big thing that happened, and then after that I stopped watching. And I won't give it away if you're in 2011.
Sounds great. I bet he gets found out by like a cop that's in his family, because that's what happened in Breaking Bad. So that's my guess. Oh, spoiler!
Yeah, actually, spoiler alert. No, yes, as in Breaking Bad is just Dexter.
Do I still need to say spoiler alert for Breaking Bad?
I don't know.
It's an old show. Go watch Breaking Bad. It's probably the greatest television show ever made.
Pedro Rodrigues Filho isn't exactly Dexter, but he is a serial killer who killed other criminals, which would make him one of the, quote, nicer serial killers. This is an All That's Interesting article by John Karowski.
I assumed, but...
Yep. Pedro Rodrigues Filho is one serious serial killer.
One serious
silly guy. He's responsible for at least 70 murders.
Holy mother of God, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of murders.
Not that much.
That's a lot. Okay.
Whoa.
It's a lot of murders.
Phil?
Yeah, Phil.
I'm just saying, I've seen more.
Phil's seen more.
I guess on the show we have seen more, so he's not wrong.
I guess you're right, Phil. Good job. 10 of which he committed before he reached the age of 18.
Okay, you got me there.
Yeah, he was prolific in this field.
Yeah, he was born he's the Michael Jordan of murder.
That kind of slaps, that nickname.
Yeah, Michael Jordan of murder. Pretty good.
Yeah, that MJ and M sound I liked. But anyway, keep going.
M. When it comes to Pedro Rodrigues Filho, though, being a good guy can actually pay off. Rodriguez targeted victims who, for the most part, weren't just average everyday people. Described by one analyst as the, quote, perfect psychopath, Rodriguez went after other criminals and those who had wronged him. Rodriguez's life started out rough from the moment he came into the world. He was born in 1954 in Minas Gerais, Brazil. That's definitely wrong, but just bear with me. With an injured skull as a result of a beating his mother took from his father while she was pregnant. Not great.
Oh, no.
Sad.
Very, very on par for other serial killer
Yep.
upbringings.
Rodriguez committed his first kill when he was just 14. His parents built a very strange machine. It was designed to view a world unseen. He's gonna catch them all because he's Danny Phantom. I was waiting to see how long it would take you to get shot. I've never seen someone write down he was just 14 and then it immediately popped in my head. That's a reference.
My brain just oh man, that was a new kind of drug.
So he committed his first kill when he was just 14. The victim was his town's vice mayor. The man had recently fired Rodriguez's father, who was working as a school guard, for allegedly stealing food from the school. So Rodriguez shot him in front of City Hall with a shotgun.
Okay, so I don't think that constitutes a criminal.
He's Dexter, baby.
He's the hero of the story. As he's blowing the brains out of anybody that remotely
blasted people. His second murder wasn't long after. Rodriguez went on to murder another guard who was the supposed real food thief. So, taking some liberties with the Dexter angle.
Yeah, for sure.
But, if someone takes my ham and Swiss, they're getting blasted, baby.
Criminal. Rules are rules, right, Phil?
Amen, brother.
Phil, you sound like you got a frog in your throat.
Phil's a Screamo band singer now.
Oh, I've been to one of his shows. It was wild.
It was wild. He's 3 feet tall.
Yeah, 3 apples high and just killing on the stage as I was in the crowd getting ripped apart.
He fled to the area of Moga das Cruzes in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Once there, Rodriguez killed a drug dealer and participated in some burglaries as well. He also fell in love. Her name was Maria.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a weirdly
great storytelling.
Worded, yep. Her name was Maria Aparecida Olympia.
She sounds beautiful.
She was a beauty scones. And the two lived together until she was killed by gang members.
Oh, Maria.
This is very theatrical.
It is. This is yeah.
He's about to go John Wick on their ass.
If you end this episode with and that was my fanfic, I would just stand up and clap for 3 minutes straight into the microphone.
And that's why I think Rodney Dangerfield should guest star in Danny Phantom. Hey!
World unseen!
Okay, all right. Anyway, we're going to get too on topic.
It's there.
Olympia's death spurred Rodriguez's next crime spree. He tracked down several people related to her murder, torturing and killing them in his mission to find the gang member who took Olympia's life. The next notorious murder Pedro Rodrigues Filho committed was also one of vengeance. This time the target was his own father, the same man he committed his first murder on behalf of. Rodriguez's father had stolen his sandwich. No. Rodriguez's father...
How Shakespearean.
Rodriguez's father had used a machete to kill Rodriguez's mother and was doing time at a local prison. Pedro Rodrigues visited his father in jail, where he killed him by stabbing him 22 times.
What? In the prison?
In the prison.
In the room where you have the little phone calls?
Apparently. That's what it said. Okay, that's why I also was when I read this, I was like, wait a minute.
Wait,
how the hell did
he just walk out?
Apparently, because then, taking things to a whole nother level, Rodriguez proceeded to cut out his father's heart and before chewing on it. So, at that point,
1970s Brazil sounds wild, if you can just walk out of there.
Pedrino Matador was finally arrested on May 24th, 1973. Pedrino Matador was his nickname. It's Killer Pete.
Matador means killer?
Apparently. That's what I said somewhere else, but I was like, I thought Padrino was like father, but that might be an Italian. I don't know.
Well, this is probably in Portuguese, right?
That's a good point. I'm actually reading this entire article. It's in Portuguese. I'm translating
Wow,
it. So
you learned that fast.
Thank you. Pedrino Matador was finally arrested on May 24th, 1973. He was placed in a police car with 2 other criminals, including a rapist. When the police opened the car door, they discovered that Rodrigues had killed the rapist. So this dude is literally the John Wick of murdering other criminals.
How did he kill him in the car without? They didn't know.
I'm assuming he like bit his jugular is what went through my mind, but I don't know. It does not specify.
The police
also
at this
the fact that he was put into a car implies that he just left the prison after eating his father's heart,
to gain his father's courage, his sweet succulent courage.
Oh, that's my favorite part of Wizard of Oz. When the lion had no courage, so he ate the heart of the scarecrow.
The wizard's heart.
That would be badass. New movie coming at you.
Well, starring Rodney Dangerfield.
Hey, whoa, let me eat your heart.
Now, he died like 20 years ago, right?
Yeah, he's very dead.
Okay.
It was the start of a whole new chapter. Being thrown in prison where he was surrounded by convicts, well, that was Rodriguez's bread and butter.
He's like, ooh, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, Pedro Rodrigues Filho killed at least 47 of his fellow inmates, which made up a majority of his murders.
Man, that prison emptied out.
Yeah, I'm assuming a lot of this has to do with like Brazil, how they have how does he manage to kill 47 people in a cell?
It could have been just like corruption, like the guards just look the other way and are like,
right, that's why I'm like,
if they're killing each
right,
other.
Exactly. It's reported that the convicts Rodrigues killed while incarcerated were ones who he felt deserved retribution.
It's like
he
that
was interviewed.
What's that anime that
60 Minutes.
Death
My
Note.
favorite anime. It's like Death Note, yes. He took a chip and then ate it.
Ha! Deep cut.
Hey, now any anime fan will be like, oh my god!
Oh!
He was interviewed saying that he got a thrill and joy out of killing other criminals. He also said that his favorite method of murder was stabbing or hacking with blades. Very cool, Kanye. Though Rodrigues was initially sentenced to 128 years in prison, the crimes he committed while he was in jail upped his sentence to 400 years.
He's going for the
now
record.
Listen to this shit. This shit is crazy. But by Brazilian law,
yes,
the maximum prison sentence for a sane individual is 30 years. He killed over 70 people in his life, and he is just walking around today.
Wait, what?
Isn't that bananas?
Do you think he's out there still like cleaning up the streets in his own terrible, horrible way?
I don't. I heard him on a podcast, and he said he like kind of regrets some of the stuff, and he got some of his like tattoos that says like killing is the ultimate pleasure covered up and stuff. I don't know.
Wait, you heard a podcast with him on it?
Yeah, he's just a dude now.
He's just like out there selling books and shit?
Yeah.
Dude.
So
we should have him on.
That would be crazy.
We should have him and OJ on for the Christmas special. Be like, guys, you killed people. Let's talk about that.
What up, Twitter world?
What can he do, folks? OJ. Anderson.
OJ, baby. Anderson Paak.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Nassim Pedron. Though Rodrigues was initially sentenced to 128 years in prison, the crimes he committed while he was in jail upped his sentence to 400 years, but by Brazilian law, as I said, maximum prison sentence is 30 years. He served an additional 4 for the murders he carried out in prison. So you could do
anything in Brazil? I could shoot the president in the face and get 30 years?
I guess. I don't know. I mean, they might have like a death. I don't know. I don't know, Scones. I'm not from there. He served an additional 4 for the murders he carried out in prison, so in 2007, he was released. Pedro Rodrigues Filho is notorious in Brazil, not just for the many people he killed, but for promising the murder of other criminals. And that, my dear boy, is the story of the Dexter of Brazil, Pedro Filho.
So that's
pretty bananas.
I don't understand.
Scott's down the gut. Pretty bananas, though.
I don't understand the logic of that prison sentence.
I don't either. Let's
Did he
play Gangnam Style.
He was going for the 400. He was going for the record.
Yeah, he was about to break the record, and they're like 30 megs, baby. He's
And they're like,
what?
nah, dude. Brazil maximum. We're gonna look this up right now. 30 continuous years.
It's bananas.
That's insane.
Like what? Who? Yeah. So you could. I mean, is there a death penalty though? Like,
Also, how
is
the
it possible-
fuck is he considered a sane person?
That's true. In Brazil, he's just like, oh yeah, that's just a normal guy.
Yeah, he's killing bad guys. What do you mean? It's like he killed his dad with a machete. What are you talking about?
And ate his heart.
Yeah.
That's not
on
what
your
sane
cameras.
people do. Sane people buy almond milk or oat milk instead of regular to have fun. That's crazy. To have a little fun.
Have a
little fun, okay?
Have a little ha-has, hee-hees.
It's crazy to me that it's like a thing. I don't know. I guess if you're gonna kill somebody, do it in Brazil? Question mark.
I mean, yeah, if you're gonna commit an insane crime, but not be insane about it, apparently, just do it in Brazil.
Just be sane. Also, it sucks if you're like if you're mentally ill, you're in there for life now or whatever. I mean, I don't know how they're fucking.
No, you're right.
Yeah, right. Am I right?
If you have
shouldn't
any
be.
remote mental illness, life in prison in Brazil.
If you eat someone's heart and murder 70 people,
30.
Hey, 2007 sounds cool.
30, that's it.
You get to leave and watch a DVD.
You get to come out and see what 2051 looks like.
2051.
Ew, 2051.
That's where my homies party. 2050. What do you think it's going to be like in 2051?
Oh,
Stones? Give us
flying
your best
cars, ray guns.
Yep, Ronald Reagan.
It's exactly what people in the 60s thought right now was going to be like.
So we're going to have like silly domed cars and like...
Yes, and all the interfaces for all electronics are going to be black screens with green writing.
Yep, cool. And I'll still be in like a full suit with a hat that I have to put on a hanger still.
And like my dad will call me from his retirement home on the moon, but it'll be a video call on like a weird, big, giant like machine.
A tube.
Yeah, there'll be
There'll
things
be just
unseen.
pneumatic tubes like the bank.
Yes, we'll all fly around like that.
That'd be sick, like Futurama.
Yeah, dick-a-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Hell yeah.
Can you do anyone from Futurama? I was waiting for an impression.
I can't do anyone from Futurama.
No Zoidberg.
I can do, although adjacently I can do like an OK Marcus Phoenix.
There you go. That's
so
you're getting
that's
there.
basically Bender, which is
he's the
basically
goat, right?
Jake. So there you go.
What's his name is the goat? Joe DiMaggio? Not Joe DiMaggio. Wait.
John DiMaggio.
Yeah, Joe DiMaggio is the baseball player.
Dogecoin invest. John DiMaggio is
all of
Bender,
my favorite people.
Marcus Phoenix, Jake the dog, etc.
He's also the weird like general that's also like a mutated dolphin in the show Inside Job.
Well, gang, I hope you've had
Glad we sorted that out.
This was a reference-filled episode.
And get your
Fills
Google
by the
out
book.
if you didn't understand any of them.
If you don't know who Rodney Dangerfield is or who Danny Phantom is.
Yeah, that's a broad spectrum.
Yeah, we went all over the map
box ghost.
on this one. I'm the box ghost. Yeah.
One of the best jokes on that whole show.
Definitely. The voice of the box ghost is
It's not Teddy on Bob's Burgers, is it?
No, but it's another famous voice actor whose name is escaping me. Gonna Google it. Box ghost voice actor. It's Rob Paulson.
Rob Paulson, everybody.
Rob Paulson, everybody. Let's hear it. Carl Weezer, the box ghost.
What more do you need?
The Animaniacs.
Hello, nurse.
So, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Monday Morning Macabre. Phil, I hope you enjoy Hoagies with Heroes or whatever I called it. Hot Dogs with Heroes. Scones, keep your YouTube channel going. Subscribe.
Hot dogs weren't enough.
Heroes.
We're bumping it up to Hoagies.
We're Hoagies now. And that's a crazy story. Shout out to Ryan Benson for sending that in. And if you guys have your own stories to send us, please do. We love it. We live for it. It's the only reason I'm still here, baby.
Darius, where can they find out more about us if this was their first
you want to know where you
episode?
can find out more about us? Twitter, Macabre Pod, Monday Morning Macabre on Instagram, and MondayMorningMacabre.com for all of your merch, Patreon links, all that good stuff. If you want to continue and support the show and get like 34, 35 bonus episodes, almost a season's worth for like $6, it seems like a solid deal to me.
Hour-wise, considering the video content, it might be almost more than a season.
Yeah, you could do like 2 days of just straight watching and listening to us.
Patreonian for $6.
For like a few bucks. And I'm no economist, but this sounds pretty good
Hey,
to me,
listen.
man.
I don't know what we're doing now, but
I feel like this is a guy, but I don't know which guy it is.
it's kind of like John Travolta.
Kind of. Anyway, guys, have a great Monday.
Ah, jeez.
Bye.
Boy.